Hi everyone, I'm Emily, and today I'm going to be teaching you a few important warm-ups for pop or musical theater style vocals. It is extremely important that we always warm up our voices before rehearsing or performing, and this is mainly because A, it can help our voices to reach their full potential and to eliminate voice cracks, help our voices sound really smooth and really clear, and to sound as best as they can. But even more importantly, B, warming up before we sing also helps prevent vocal damage or damage to our vocal cords. So, if you want to keep your voices healthy and able to sing for the rest of your life, it is really important that you learn how to warm up properly. Just as runners need to stretch before they begin to run, singers need to stretch their vocal cord just a little bit before we begin to sing. So, here are a few of my favorite warm ups for singing pop or musical theater style vocals. So, when I warm up, I usually like to start with something a little bit more easy on the voice, nothing too straining. So, I usually like to start with something called a trill or a lip bubble. Some people also call it a lip bubble. So, what that is just this. So, try that sound. Try it with me. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so just like that. Maybe it's a little hard at first if you haven't done it, but just keep trying to do it. Try to get that lip bubble, and you'll be able to do this warm up. So, let me sing it for you once. This is how it sounds. So we're going octave to octave, but we're hitting every single note in between on the way up. So when you slide, think of it as it's not going straight from each note, we're sliding. So if I were to just sing this to make it more clear what notes we're singing, I would go, ooh. You hear how it's kind of a slide and I'm hitting every single note in between, so that's our goal with the trill. So let's do one slowly. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right, let's try to do that again, and we're just going to keep moving up the scale. So I'll play the notes on the piano, and we'll go up a little bit with those lip trills. And feel free to pause if you need more time to master that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, awesome. And you can keep going even higher. Actually, with lip trilling, you can actually lip trill higher than you can sing in your normal voice. So this is a great way to expand your range higher and lower. Yeah, so feel free to keep trying that on your own. But the second warm up that I would like to teach today it's a little bit silly, but so we're going to say the words, how dare you? Like you're really mad. How dare you? So we're going to say that. Just say that once with me. How dare you? Really angry. Really engage your stomach. So really have this come from your stomach. But don't scream, but support with your stomach. Place your hands at your side and say, how dare you? And kind of feel that in your stomach. Instead of coming from your throat, we want that to come from our stomach. Now we're going to sing that. We're going to sing, how dare you? We're going to start here. All right, here we go. So it's going to sound like this. I'll do it once. How dare you? All right, so just another octave jump like the last one. How dare you? Let's all do that together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. How dare you? Awesome. So what we want to think of, this is really good for musical theater and pop style vocals because it can really help to expand our belting range. So whereas this note, you might have a little bit trouble just going right into this note. You might usually want to do it in your head voice or more a lighter voice. But if you're trying to learn how to get a really strong belty sound a little bit higher up in your range and trying to expand where you can belt or use your chest voice, this is really helpful. So let's just keep doing that up the scale and make sure that when you're on that top note that you keep it in that, make sure that both of the notes, the lower and the higher note in this warm up, are in the same spot in your voice. So we don't want to do this. How dare you? Do you hear how I kind of switched between registers? We want to keep it all in the same kind of register. So, how dare you? It might not be that pretty. That's okay. All this is to expand your range. So try to keep it as much as you can in that chest range. But if it hurts and if you feel like you're pushing too much, then definitely stop. definitely stop. Do not hurt yourself with this. Don't if you this is one of those ones where you kind of got to be the judge how high you can go. If you get to a certain note and you say, "Oh, I can't keep this in my chest register anymore. I can't belt this high note anymore." Just stop. Don't worry. Everyone's range is different. So, let's try this. I'm going to start a little lower. All right, we're going to start there. Let's all do it together. We'll go up the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. How dare you? 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 All right, so I kind of noticed there that that's as high as I can go. I don't want to push myself too much, so stop with that one wherever you think that you've kind of warmed up well. And usually I would say to do a few more warm-ups than that. This was just a little overview. For me, if I'm doing a performance, I usually warm up for about 10 to 15 minutes. That's just me. But if I'm just rehearsing for a few minutes, I'll usually do more of a 5-minute warm-up. So it's all about where your voice is at that day. If your voice feels really, kind of off and it feels like it needs a lot of warm-ups, then, do a 20-minute warm-up, do a 15-minute warm-up. But if you're feeling pretty much there, you could stick with a 5-minute warm-up and that should be good. Just make sure that, like we said, start with something like the trill to start off a little bit easy and then kind of build up in intensity, getting to that belting or mix register. And that should prepare you to sing pop or musical theater style vocals. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and please go check out the Resonate Music website. It's really awesome. And also, if you can, if you feel comfortable, we would really appreciate some donations to help us keep this program running. It's a really awesome program that's made up of volunteers. So yeah, all right, check out Resonate Music and see you next time.